Hey guys, Chris Fix here, working on the drift stang for the next YouTube video, all about rear suspension, how to set it up so it's not bouncy. It's going to be really good. But in the meantime, check this out. I want to show you the brake pads. You guys know I run NRS brake pads. Well, I also ran the painted pads in the back. Perfect comparison. They were put on at the same exact time. Check this out. So as I take these pads out, we'll start with the back pads, which are painted pads. Now we'll take out the front pads, which are the galvanized NRS pads. All right, so this is a perfect example here. I'm going to show you 4 different things. This is a great comparison. I'll let you guys come up with your own opinions based on the facts that I'm going to be showing you. So we have the galvanized NRS brake pads, and then we have the painted store-bought brake pads. So 4 things I want to show you. First, let's look at the shim. So we have a painted shim here, and then you can see all the paint is flaking off. I'll just flake that off so you can get an idea. When it flakes off, it exposes the metal, and then you get rust. Look at all that rust. That rust is what's going to help make noise because there's going to be vibration when the brakes are braking. Now, if we look at the shim on the other pad here, and you can see that that rubberized metal compound doesn't have any rust, except for right there is a speck of rust. You can see it right there. So, big difference. Again, these were put on at the same exact time. All right, next thing, spring. This helps keep the pad in place. You can see the spring broke off here. You can see the spring on this one is all bent. The springs on these are good, and the springs on these are good. You know, again, that's the extra quality. That's what I guess what you pay for, you know? Okay, backing plates. These are painted, so you can see the paint is starting to rust because once the paint starts scraping off, there is going to be rust. And actually, it's not horrible now because it's only been a couple of months. It's been 6-7 months or so. But that rust will eventually, you know, cause issues. Whereas we have zero rust because these are galvanized. That's the best, absolute best thing about galvanization. It prevents the rust, which is, you know, not good. And on the inside pad, the rust actually isn't that bad, which is good for the painted one. Same thing for the galvanized. Now, pad material. Last thing to look at. Check that difference out. This one, we have a cracked pad. That is not good at all. And then we have all this pad material coming off here. And then we have, looks like a little bit of rust up here causing it to flake off and start to, you're going to get some creep back here, water creep back here, which is going to lift this up potentially over time. This one I don't think is as bad. Nah, this one's okay. It has a lot of pitting and breaking of that pad material there. And now if we check out these, you know, that looks fine. That looks fine too. There's a little bit of brake material lifting off there, or breaking off there, but that's like nothing compared to, you know, that. So it gives you a good comparison. That's the whole point of this. I wanted to show you the difference, real life difference of pads I've been testing for real on my drift car. Painted pads versus galvanized pads. There you go. Come to your own conclusions. That's pretty cool right there.